Hi, my name is Heather Prescott, and I'm doing my video presentation on the California high-speed train and my position on that. So, my position on the California high-speed train is that I am in favor of it. I think we should start the process and move ahead and go forward. So to start off, I'm going to give you a brief background of the California high-speed train and its purpose and design and what it's meant to do. So its design and purpose and what it's meant to do is that it's meant to transport goods and services and people from San Francisco to LA, and then later on it's going to expand to Sacramento to San Diego. The California high-speed train will create many jobs, it'll help the environment, and it will improve the overall quality of life. So I'll talk a little bit about each of those things. To start off, I'm going to start off with the job creation that it's going to bring into the state. It's expected to create roughly 9,900 job years over 15 years, and each of those jobs will earn roughly around $66,000 per year, which is a great economic increase for our state and its kind of slump that we're in right now. It's going to start 160,000 new construction jobs and 450,000 new permanent jobs, which, as we all know, we all need jobs right now. To move on, we're going to start with go on to the environmental benefits. So some of the environmental benefits of the train is that it's going to decrease our greenhouse gases statewide. CO2 should be reduced by 3 million tons per year, which is a huge deal for the greenhouse gases and the global warming. It's going to use our existing transportation corridors and the railroads that are there already to help preserve the land of California, and the train will use 1/3 the energy of an airplane, 1/5 the energy of a car, and is projected to save 12.7 million barrels of oil per year by the year 2030, which is amazing, especially for the environment and everything that we can do right now to save it. Moving on to quality of life. The quality of life and the benefits that it's going to put in there is that it's going to increase our mobility, meaning that it's going to reduce the traffic between San Francisco and LA and all the people that do traveling for business. It's going to reduce the delays in airports that travel statewide. It's also going to reduce auto accidents and all the healthcare costs that are related to car accidents, which is a huge deal. So many people die every year in car accidents, especially people traveling from San Francisco to LA, vice versa. It's also going to be generating $1 billion in revenue annually, which is a huge deal and a huge thing that can help our state in this slump that we're in. Some people would argue that it's expensive, which it is. It's going to cost roughly $68 billion to finance and get it all up and running, which is a step down from the original $98 billion that it was going to cost. And the state's going to need to sell roughly $3 billion or more in bonds just to finance the construction of the train, which is a huge thing, which a lot of people are complaining about and not really seeing the big picture in the train. But even though that it's expensive, the benefits that will come from having the train up and running is by far outweighs the cons. And that's what you have to do in this situation, is the cons and the pros and the cons and weigh them out. The pros definitely outweigh the cons with the environmental savings and the improved quality of life and the jobs that it's going to create. It will pay for itself in a matter of time. Anyways, that's the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening, and if you have any comments, feel free.